What's going on, guys? This is the Red Rogue, and today we'll be talking about content that might have slipped your mind over the last year or so, and that you may want to consider doing before Shadowlands releases later this year. Since we're in a bit of downtime waiting for pre-patch and the subsequent launch of Shadowlands, I figured I'd bring up a few potentially forgotten/ignored aspects of Battle for Azeroth that you might want to get around to. So, let's get started. As you've probably heard me mention in a couple videos, I can be very forgetful with some things. Putting poisons on, getting food buffs, and forgetting what corruption set I'm wearing are pretty much at the top of this list. However, I also put a couple collectibles on the back burner of my mind over the course of Battle for Azeroth. This list should hopefully jog some of your memories too, if you never wanted to farm these sort of things while they were still current content for the patch. I'm sure there are other things that you can do outside of the ones I'll mention here, but these are ones I'm currently working on personally, so I figured I'd share them with you folks. So first up on my list of things I want to finish before Shadowlands is Island Expeditions. Blizzard has not explicitly said that Island Expeditions would be leaving, however they also haven't mentioned anything about solo queuing for them either. On beta you can queue for islands at level 60, however no one seemed interested in doing them either when I asked in trade chat or in the queue finder. So I don't know what's going to happen with that once we're max level, or if you'll need to use a low level ult just to do island expeditions, which would make farming them a lot harder. The question is, why would you want to farm island expeditions anyways? Well, there are quite a lot of achievements, transmog items, toys, pets, and mounts tied to island expeditions. The pets might be a future moneymaker since there will be less people farming for them, however I have a hunch that that market will be pretty flooded for a while. Same goes for the transmog items, though I feel this market will pick up a little quicker since eventually people will start equipping all those BOEs and there will be less of them on the market and less people will be doing islands anyways. The mounts, however, require a bit of luck and repetition to earn. Each week has a different arrangement of islands, which will affect the potential mounts you can earn. I'll see if I can find a link to something that breaks them all down so you know which islands you need to do, but you can also buy salvage crates using the Seafarer's doubloons that you earn from island expeditions. The epic versions of these crates are the ones that will contain mounts. If you aren't interested in mounts though, you can use those doubloons for quite a few pets and toys from the salvage expert vendors, which by the way should be located pretty close to where you queue up for your island expeditions. The toys, pets, and transmog items all vary on which salvage crate they come from, so again I'll probably have to put a link somewhere that covers this in full depth, otherwise this would be a half-hour long video on just island expeditions, which might be interesting to some, but I have a lot of other stuff to cover too. Up next, I recommend taking care of any Warfront related achievements, toys, or mounts you might be after. I mainly recommend this because there will be a lot less people queuing for these in the future, so getting any of the Warfront specific achievements will be a lot more time consuming. The rares in each Warfront zone are where you'll find a majority of your collectibles, such as the toys, pets, and mounts that I mentioned. I did a video a couple weeks back regarding the Darkshore rare mounts, so I'll link that up on the screen now if you're interested in earning those. The big thing to remember with the Warfront rares is that if your faction is not in control of the zone, you won't get loot from a vast majority of them, though there are a couple exceptions. I highly recommend having the HandyNotes plugin for Warfront rares, as it will give you the exact location of them all, as well as telling you what loot you'll receive from them potentially. With less players contributing to the Warfront, the process will most likely shift sides a lot slower than it is currently, meaning unless there is some artificial assistance added by Blizzard, these mounts, toys, and pets will not be available nearly as often as they are currently. I also recommend taking care of the Brawlers Guild while there's some downtime. More specifically, I recommend doing the Murder Mystery quest chain, as the reward is the Crocolisk mount Bruce. While it hasn't been explicitly mentioned anywhere that this mount will no longer be attainable once pre-patch or Shadowlands hits, the last few Brawlers Guild mounts were removed, so there's a possibility that this one will be too. This is also a good way to earn a bunch of the shirts for the Fashionista Shirts achievement if you don't have that one yet. Honestly, the end of the expansion is basically the best time to do the Brawlers Guild anyways, since we have so much more power stacked up on top of our other powers, from corruption to essences to azurite armor, plus just being pretty geared will make the fights a lot easier. Some still do require understanding the mechanics though, so don't be surprised if you get one shot or something while doing it. There is also the Brawler title, a transmog set, and a tabard you can earn from climbing the ranks, so if you haven't tried it before, you should. It's honestly pretty fun, other than having to wait in queue for your turn, which is kinda lame. I also wanted to give a quick reminder about the nazitar followers and leveling them up for rewards. I did a video pretty recently on this, but your followers have quite a few achievements and goodies to collect from leveling them. Each one gives a specific item once they reach level 20, such as a mount, a pet, or a toy. They aren't going away or anything once Shadowlands comes out, but it might be something to put on the bucket list for things to do before getting all caught up with the new content. I'll leave a link on screen to that video just in case you're more curious about it. There are also more achievement-oriented rewards, such as the Keystone Master mount and the Ahead of the Curve mount. Earning the Keystone Master Season 4 achievement will require an in-time completion of every dungeon in Battle for Azeroth at a level 15 Keystone or higher. Doing so will award you the Awakened Mind Borer, one of those nasty flying mouth things that have become very popular in patch 8.3. Earning Keystone Conqueror, which requires all 10s completed in time, will award you the title The Awakened. Earning the Ahead of the Curve achievement will require defeating Heroic N'Zoth, and will reward the Uncorrupted Voidwing mount, which is a pretty slick looking void dragon modeled after the raid boss Vexiona. The Faceless One title will also be removed when Shadowlands launches, which is a title earned from the achievement Mad World. This achievement requires you to complete both Horrific Visions of Stormwind and Orgrimmar solo with all 5 masks active. There are also PvP-oriented rewards, such as the Elite Transmog set earned from increasing your rating to certain thresholds. If you're a Tabard collector though, you've got your work cut out for you, because you need to earn a 2400 rating or higher to earn the Elite PvP Tabard. You will also earn the Rival title once you achieve the Rival Battle for Azeroth Season 4 achievement, which requires getting at least an 1800 rating minimum. There are still even more things out there to finish up before Shadowlands hits live servers in a few months, but these were just ones I've either personally been working on or have finished in my downtime between testing content and putting these videos together. I hope this video gave you a couple ideas or reminded you of things you might have forgotten to finish up. If there's anything else you're working on, let me know in the comments below so maybe it can help jog everyone else's memory. I know I need it every now and then, cause I'm the type of person who can forget what I ate for breakfast. Sigh. Anyways, I just wanted to say hi if you're new to the channel, and if you like the videos, I should hopefully have some other things that'll pique your interest. I do new videos every weekday and try to cover a pretty good variety of content, though I do have a bit of a soft spot for covering rogue-related things. I wonder why. If you're a subscriber or you've been around to my corner of YouTube a few times, thank you for stopping by and sticking around. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching. This is the Red Rogue, and I'll see you guys around.